From Romano Leadership, I'm Oscar Romano. This is Learn, Reflect, Lead. Leadership and DEIA development for mission-driven individuals and organizations. This episode is titled, Unlocking the Secret to Achieving Your Dreams. Practical Steps for Progress and Success. This episode is for you. If you have a dream that feels unattainable or overwhelming. If you're someone who has put off pursuing your dreams because they seem too big or unrealistic. Or if you're feeling overwhelmed by the scope of your dreams and you're unsure of where to start. Today, we're going to talk about unlocking the secret to achieving your dreams. Have you ever looked around and asked yourself how other people seem to have accomplished so much? Would you feel complete if you finally acted on some long-held dreams? There's a secret to reaching your dreams, and it's a lot simpler than you might think. Few reach their dreams. Everybody has dreams in life, but a minority reach them. So many people settle for less because their dreams can seem unrealistic. They may even believe that they don't deserve to reach their dreams because of something that they think they're lacking. The biggest obstacle is the scope of the dream itself. A dream is something that seems out of reach to you in your current circumstances. You can't reach your dreams in a day or with one action. If it were that easy, then you wouldn't consider it a dream. Since the scope of the dream is so large and out of reach, you might set it aside to work on later. Eventually, later becomes never. You have to discover the secret to reaching your dreams. There are few people who don't settle for later, who don't let it become never. This minority knows the secret. They know that the secret to reaching your dreams is lowering your short-term expectations. I'm not talking about lowering your expectations on the outcome of your goal. I'm talking about lowering your expectations on how much work it will take to get there. I know it sounds crazy, right? It might sound counterintuitive. We want to dream big. But I believe that the biggest dreams are the ones furthest from reality. And those big dreams often lead us to disappointment and failure because they're so far away from our current reality. The lower your expectations on how much work it will take, the more likely you are to start working on it right now. In order to be successful at achieving your goals, it's important to realize that making progress towards them doesn't happen overnight. It takes time and persistence. I want you to live the life of your dreams. You know it takes time and persistence, but what does this actually look like in practice? How do you lower your short-term expectations? Well, you focus on a dream and then break it down into small steps that are achievable in a relatively short period of time. I'm talking days or weeks. It's much less daunting to consider a dream as a compilation of smaller steps. The best way to get something done is by doing it one step at a time and one day at a time. Don't think about the book you want to write. Think about the page you want to write today. Don't think about the business you want to start. Think about the email you need to send today. Don't think about how much weight you want to lose. Think about how many calories you need to burn today. See a pattern? You have to take these concrete steps, right? So follow these steps. Number 1, isolate a dream that matters to you. You're not going to work on something that you don't really care about. This needs to be something that gives you energy to work on. It can't be something you dread spending time on every day. A few months ago, I decided to get serious about writing a book. Actually, I think it was about almost a year ago. And I chose a positive school culture as a topic because it was energizing. And I was right. I love thinking about my past experiences as a school leader and what worked well. Number 2, make a list of all the things that you need to reach your dream. It should be everything you can think of. This will be the checklist you use to keep track of your progress. As you come up with additional tasks, you can add them to the list. Having a list of all the things I need to finish my book helps keep me organized. It also provides me perspective as I make progress. When I didn't have a list, I was never too sure how close I was to reaching the finish line. Number 3, decide how much time you can dedicate to reaching your dreams every day. I recommend something realistic. Spending anywhere between 15 minutes to an hour every day is more realistic than saying 4 to 6 hours, right? And instead of trying to get tasks done, focus on spending time on a task every day. It's okay if it takes you a day, a week, or a month to complete a task. What matters is that you consistently spend time on a dream-related task every day. I used to focus on tasks instead of time, but then I'd be disappointed in myself when I didn't complete a task. I learned that I wasn't a good judge of how much time something will take, and focusing on time instead of tasks was a game changer for me. And number 4, execute on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. Reaching your dreams isn't something you can do by working hard for one day. You need to put in the work on a regular basis to make visible progress toward your dreams. This takes commitment, but it's a lot more manageable when you take it one day at a time. I learned that I'm much more creative and productive on projects when I work on them first thing in the morning. I made so much progress by prioritizing the work needed to reach my dreams and getting small things done every day. Now it's up to you to reach your dreams. Remember that your dreams are out of touch and they're out of reach when you think about all the work it's going to take to reach them. But they're well within your grasp when you think about the actions you can take every day. So now it's time to commit. What dreams do you want to reach? And how can some of the strategies that I shared with you today help you reach them? Let me know how it goes. Thanks.
That's it for this episode of Learn, Reflect, Lead. Thank you for watching on YouTube or listening via podcast. If you're interested in more, you can find me at romanoleadership.com or connect with me on LinkedIn at Romano Leadership. If you like this episode, please share it with your friends, subscribe, and leave a review. I'm Oscar Romano. Until next time.